Hey, Gojira, I do agree with you on that. Good take.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
What's up? What's up? What's up? We are back with episode 7 of the Esports Rundown. I'm Kamzy. We got Bees, Dom, and King Shots with us. The huge, the squad, the gang. No one's saying anything. They're just kind of sitting there in silence.
I'm
Dude,
sorry.
I'm-
I caught
bro.
Beezy off guard, bro.
What's
Caught
up,
Beezy-
guys?
I caught Beezy off guard with that.
Dude.
I was being
Oh my
serious, so I said I
God.
was gonna do that.
Yeah, fuck you too, Gojira.
He does look like a schmuck.
Yeah, I am. Anyways, I'm busy. We already went through that.
Yeah. Well,
Today we're going to be
thanks.
talking about Valorant, League of Legends, COD, CSGO, and then tomorrow we'll be talking about the Rocket League Major and everything like that. We'll probably talk a little bit about that episode tomorrow, or I mean at the end of the show today. So, anyways, let's start off with good old Valorant. We got the, if I'm not mistaken, VTC Americas. Isn't it kind of like a qualifier, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
Easy.
Yeah.
America's.
So, pretty much for Americas, we got Furio with 2-0, dropping a map to Leviathan, and then also Loud 2-0 dropping a map to Cloud9, and then moving into the 1-1s. So for tied third place or second place, Cloud9, Leviathan, and then NRG is in 5th with 1-1, Sentinel 6, 100 Thieves 7th, MIBR 7th as well, and then EG and Crew in both 9. Honestly, I hate to say this again, but EG just like Counter-Strike, bottom of the barrel.
There we go.
It's just like NA. NA's just
Yeah,
losing
just-
hope.
this stuff already.
Oh yeah, I need to. But for Energy for Sentinels, Energy did pick up a 2-0 against Sentinels, and then
Ease.
what?
I said ease.
Oh, I thought you said bees.
No.
Then MIBR versus Crew. Crew picked up one map. I think did MIBR win?
Against
Sorry.
Crew.
It's
Yeah.
still going on.
It's
It
1-1
is- it
right
is
now.
Tied. It's
Oh,
tied
1-1?
Still
Okay.
going on.
Yeah.
They're about to end
Yep.
anyway.
And then tomorrow we have EG versus 100T.
Okay.
So yeah.
Jump
So,
into Pacific. I don't know about NA because NA just sucks. Anyways,
Okay. In Valorant, I think we're actually good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Let's
I
just look
mean,
at the standings
we do
here.
have
The
Yay.
Brazilians
we
are
do have
better,
Yay.
though.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All we have is Yay. That's all we say.
Where
For
is he
Pacific.
though?
Yeah.
We're making the same amount of money as EA right now.
Fucking true, bro.
Yeah, for Pacific,
Oh,
we got
true.
standings. We got DRX at first,
Let's
3-0.
go DRX.
Genji at 2-0. Secret at 2-0. Paper Rex at 2-1. Zeta Division 2-1. T1 at 2-1. Rex at 1-2. Global at 0-3. Detonation Focus Me 0-3. Talon 0-3. Unlike their League of Legends team, we'll be on that later.
Shout out DRX 6-0 in map count as well.
So for week 3, the matches were Rex versus Detonation, 2-0 for Rex there. T1 versus Paper Rex. I like 2 Rex teams, but Paper Rex did take that, 2-0. Zeta versus Global, Zeta 2-1. Talon versus DRX, 2-0 to DRX, and tomorrow is Team Secret and Genji for them.
Okay. Dope.
I don't
Yeah,
know too
yeah.
much about the Pacific. I just know that DRX OP and their little black notebook OP.
Mm-hmm. I only know about the RX out of that group. I don't know too much. I also know T1 has a couple old NA, quote unquote, NA players that were Koreans.
And
Oh, no,
Paper X is
roster.
pretty decent as well.
Oh, Paper X is good. Yeah, yeah. I'll take over Europe here. For the European standards. Wow, standings. We have Fnatic 3-0, Team Liquid 2-1. We have Foot Esports at 2-1. We have Navi
My favorite.
2-1. Is that gonna be your favorite now?
Yeah,
I know.
Fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got Team Vitality 2-1, and then we have the Giants at 1-2. Heretics at 1-2, Koi at 1-2, Carmine Core at 1-2, and BBL, the Turkish powerhouse, at 0-3.
The Turkish powerhouse.
The Turkish.
0-3. It's just we gotta really nail that in there. 0-3.
You want to go over matches, BZ, for this one?
Yeah, I'm down for at least some. Especially in the week 1 for I guess it's called it's Super Week. I think it's just because
Every
a
team
bunch
plays.
of matches were played.
Every
So
team
we
plays
got
that week.
Koi versus Navi. Koi winning 2-0. Fnatic, I know Cam, that's one of his favorite orgs. Versus Giants. Fnatic 2-0, and then Team Heretic versus FUT Esports. FUT did not get fucked this time. They won 2-0. See,
That was good.
wordplay.
That was good.
I'm smart, not really. Anyways, we got
okay.
Vitality dropping a map to Liquid, but overall winning on that best of 3. Then we got Navi versus the Giants. Navi picking that up after dropping a map, and then Carmine Corp versus BBL 2-0. And then somebody hold on, one more thing. FUT did get fucked by Team Liquid. Go Team Liquid. 2-1. Okay, who wants to take over? I want to talk about my boys up in FUT.
BBL
Well, I'm just
Esports. BBL Esports.
Yeah. Well, they're good.
0-3.
They're not at all. Yeah, they're not good at all. I'm sorry. They're the Turkish powerhouse, and everyone thought they were going to be actually pretty good. And I have to keep just yanking people's chain on that one. That one, they're not that good.
They've won
Yeah.
one map in 3
One
games.
map. Yeah. They actually lost against my boys over the Fnatic side of things. Fnatic, I'm going to keep talking about Fnatic because I love Fnatic. Boaster.
Oh, they
Boaster.
dropped. Fnatic's the one that dropped the map to BBL.
They did. Yeah.
That makes
We're
BBL
gonna
The
better.
only map that they're going to get.
Let's not talk about no. We won this. We won the series. Come on, man. Come on. Fnatic won against the Heretics week 2. Foot also won week 2 as well. And Navi won and Liquid won. Liquid won versus Carmine Core, and Giants won in League 2 versus Koi. So I think this is good. I mean, Europe honestly isn't so much of an interest to me, but it seems like at the very least my teams are on top in Fnatic and Liquid, so I won't complain.
Seems like the teams on top are that are supposed to be on top.
Yeah, I would say so. I definitely say so there.
What are we at now? MIBR did actually just win.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
all
they
right.
beat Crew
Coming in
2-1, a 13-11 in that match.
Okay, so super fun.
It was 11-11, and MIBR won the last 2 rounds there. So that is great.
And we'll be talking
Good for
about
the
MIBR
Brazilians.
during Counter-Strike as well.
Good for the Brazil. Yeah,
We're going to be talking a lot about Counter-Strike.
I love MIBR.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
Yeah.
We are
Anyways, moving on.
to League of
League of
Legends.
Legends.
Yes.
Yep.
That was
LOL.
All right. I'm going to go first. LCK
go ahead.
Korea.
Let's hear it.
Gen.G versus KT. 3-1 to Gen.G. I was watching this next one live. It was T1 and Gen.G. This was a sad watch. This was like very sad. Because everything T1 did just wasn't working.
Reposo.
As soon as the game got past 30 minutes, Gen.G just exploded and just absolutely obliterated T1.
Me and Dom had copium for most of the game, and then opium, and then
it was bad. It was a bad watch. T1 did fall to Gen.G 3-1. Congrats to Gen.G though. that is after T1 just doesn't want to lose and they just decide to be bad.
yeah.
Baker equal choker?
He played decent last night. He just kept getting caught up in a lot of the top laners.
His
traps and
Vigar
stuff.
picks were good.
His Vigar picks were good. It was honestly the rest of his team that just was not getting it done. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
They were outplaying.
I will say the last match for jungle.
I didn't see the last.
I forgot the T1 jungler. He picked Lee Sin.
Oh, Owner. Yeah, Owner. Yeah.
Now,
he picked Lee
let's
Sin.
talk
Wait,
about.
hold up. He picked Lee Sin.
Yep.
Why?
The most non-meta
he's
pick you'll
good.
see.
Why? And I'm guessing it didn't work out. I mean, they lost, but I'm guessing they. Okay,
It really
yeah.
didn't.
Oh
Now-
my gosh.
I'm going to move on to LPL China, just because we got a few names in here that are my favorite League of Legends teams. Now, mind you, I still, to this day, 7 episodes in,
Oh
we've
my
been doing
God,
this about a
yes.
month now,
You don't have
still
to keep
have
repeating
never
this.
watched League of Legends a day in my life. So, we got JD Gaming versus Billy Gaming. 3-2 for JD. Then we got Edward Gaming versus Oh My God. Edward is my favorite team. So they kicked the shit out of Oh My God. And then, some things may have happened with JD completely dismantling Edward in the upper bracket final. And then, for the lower bracket semi, we got Billy versus Oh My God 3-2. Then lower bracket final, we got Edward versus Billy. Edward is going to win. We all know. And then once Edward wins, you know what's going to happen? They're going to get their revenge on JD Gaming. And after
they're
that
gonna lose
happens,
6 straight maps to JD Gaming.
well, Kamzy, you can go fuck yourself. Okay. I believe in my boys at Edward. And now, mind you, if anybody asks me, hey, do you know any of these players? Nope. I don't need to. They got their number 1 fan.
I actually want to address something as well for League of Legends, but I still don't understand about any other esport. Why have an upper bracket and a lower bracket when the upper bracket team gets no advantage going into the finals? Anyways, Moving
It
on.
doesn't
though.
make sense. Yeah,
'Cause
moving on to Japan, I'll take it over. We got the semifinals here. We have Sengoku Gaming versus Fennel. Close. Sengoku takes that 3-2. Then the other one, we got Detonation Focus Me versus Hawks Gaming, and Detonation just mopped the floor with them, 3-rip. So the grand final's setting up here. It's Sengoku versus Detonation Focus Me. Hasn't happened yet, but I'm going with Sengoku just because they got Goku in their name.
Okay. Interesting pick, I would say. I'm gonna counter that and say Focus Me is gonna be the one that wins for this.
Well,
All
just
right.
shows I know more League of Legends than you.
Well, we'll see. Jumping in on the Latin League here. Looks like the lower bracket final for this one was the Rainbow 7 versus Estral Esports. Rainbow 7 won, and they're going to be facing Six Karma in the grand final for that. So that's going to be a exciting matchup. I have Six Karma taking that away. Easy.
The thing about the Latin League is, for some reason, they space out the matches like 6 days apart, so you don't really get an advantage losing that upper bracket final to go to the lower, because it's not momentum based at all, because it takes forever. But
kind of like that, to be honest.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Can't ride the high. Gives everyone a reset, But it'd kind of suck, I guess, if you are trying to ride your high.
Yeah. No.
For PCS here, Asia Pacific League here, where we left off, we had the lower bracket of semis and the finals of each. I do remember someone was saying something about Frank.
Look,
something about Frank.
I was talking to them earlier.
Let me say the results. For lower bracket, we have an Impunity in Frank Esports. Frank 3-0. All right, good. Lower. Then we had the upper bracket final, PSG versus CTBC Flying Oyster, 3-2 to PSG Talon. Then Frank Esports goes and absolutely kills Flying Oyster's chances of ever wanting to be a team anymore. 3-1 to them. Then we get to the grand finals. Oh, Frank, you had such an amazing run. Yeah, no, just kidding. 3-0 to Talon.
Look, I talked to the boys, right? I
was an
talked to the
incredible
boys
run.
and they do send their sincerest apologies to us.
Not to
and
you.
To me personally.
To you, not us.
Because we all kind of thought that Frank was going to be an underdog in this scenario. Cam, stop shaking your damn head. Literally, again, could not tell you who's on this team for the life of me. Never heard of Frank Esports in my goddamn life, but I guarantee that they're good. And it was just like it was a little mess up, and they'll come back bigger and better next year.
A little bit of an interesting tidbit about this, actually. Frank's mid laner is actually on loan from Talon.
So it was a little bit of a grudge.
He
then.
threw.
It was a little bit of a grudge.
He threw.
Yep.
That's why.
Oh, he was paid.
Yeah. Just like I buy power. Fuck you, Days. Anyways, moving on to VCS Vietnam.
All right.
Wow.
If anybody knows Counter-Strike, you know what I just said right there. To GAM Esports sweeping everybody, 14-0. Then we got Team Wales 9-5, along with SBTC Esports, which is 9-5 as well. Then Cerberus Esports 8-6. Then Sagon Buffalo, which is 6-8. Then Team Flash 5-9. Team Secret, sadly, 4-10. And then MGN Box Esports 1-13. You know what? Claps though that they got one map.
Thinking outside of the box for that one win.
They could have. I didn't watch it.
Thank you, PC, for your commentary.
You're welcome.
With the Vietnam, GAM did clinch #1 seed, so they are they're already guaranteed playoffs, #1 seed as usual. But they're them.
Yeah,
they're them.
Timothy.
I'll talk about Brazil. The CB LOL. We have the lower bracket semifinal, Los Grandes versus Furia, 3-0ing Furia. Moving on to face Pain in the lower bracket final. The upper bracket final was Loud versus Pain. Loud beat Pain 3-1. Pain goes down, beats Los Grandes 3-2, and now it's going to be Loud versus Pain in the grand final. Actually, that's not a surprise at all that that's going down the way it is.
Yeah, not surprised at all. Pain maybe they
might.
learned something. Just like Gen G.
Right.
Maybe they learned something. Maybe they're feeling themselves. That is a big win for them to beat the going down from upper and going back in through there.
Recomposure and everything. Yeah, definitely.
Now I'm gonna leave the cope to someone else, but we got Europe here, the greatest region of all time, not for League but for other esports. But they are in the group stage right now. Group A is Vitality, Astralis, Fnatic, and Mad Lions. Vitality and Astralis are 1-0. Fnatic and Mad Lions are 0-1. I would say close games, but Astralis actually has been picking it up this I won't say split, but in the spring they have been picking it up. Then elimination matches are already set, so elimination is gonna be Fnatic or Mad. Whoever loses that is bye forever.
Fnatic, but that's okay.
Are you a Fnatic? Okay. Anyways, we got Group B is BDS, Koi, G2, and SK. BDS and Koi are 1-0, and G2 and SK are 0-1. It was very, very tough to see G2 lose. I guess they haven't found their footing back to how they were in winter, but Koi is, I would say, the other team I would expect to win.
Yeah.
So the elimination match is G2 versus SK, and it's gonna be interesting, I will say.
It's gonna be a good game.
Hopefully G2 can pick it back up to where they were in winter.
All right.
Going on to LCS, a little copium here.
All right.
As we had last time, Cloud9 smoked their way through the tournament into the grand finals, which leaves us with the lower bracket final of FlyQuest versus the Golden Guardians.
GG.
FlyQuest dominated all year, the top of the rankings, number 1 seed, only to lose in the lower bracket finals 3-2 to the Golden Guardians, who move on to the grand finals and face Cloud9.
Now, we
The
were
Golden
talking
Guardians.
We were talking last time about this. We say our Golden Guardians going to make the run.
They
And
did.
they're here.
They're here.
They make the run.
But they lost.
They go up against Cloud9 and they lose 3-1.
Yeah.
Cloud9,
Let's go, C9 boys.
Cloud9 jumped on that hot streak and just ran with it.
Yeah.
They absolutely
Poor Stix A.
Oh, good, a great run from the Guardians there.
Yeah.
That was
GG to them.
Yeah.
GG to the Golden Guardians.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And now moving on to Kamsy's favorite esport. I actually don't know. Just want to do a cute little segue, but it's COD. And
All a booty.
I don't like
Kamsy,
looking at
you want to talk about Minnesota Rocker?
We lost our 10K bounty match because we suck.
Mm-hmm.
It's the meme. Yay, we suck again.
We suck again.
We lost 3-1 to New York in the bounty match this week. So that's pretty cool for an extra 10K for the boys.
To quickly go over the April 7th, 8th, and 9th, I think. You got Boston versus London. Boston took that 3-1. You got Florida versus Seattle. Seattle did take that 3-1. As you've been saying, Rocker did lose 3-1 to the Subliners there. Then another match versus London versus Las Vegas, 3-1 to London. Then
The Los Angeles
Gorillas
versus the Los Angeles Thieves because they have two teams in Los Angeles.
That's a little
But the
weird.
Gorillas will be gone soon when the guard closes.
Now we have 100. I want to say 100 teeth, but it's not really 100 thieves. Thieves did take that 3-1. Then you had the Subliners versus Optic. Optic did take that 3-1. I see a lot of 3-1s. These are all 3-1s, almost.
Yeah, there's a lot of matches that just kind of were expected.
Then you
to
had
go like this.
Then you had FaZe in Toronto. FaZe took that 3-1. Then you had Las Vegas Legion 3-2 over the Gorillas. Toronto 3-0 over Florida Mutineers, and Optic 3-1 over the Thieves.
Yeah, it's about what one would
Yeah.
expect here.
Yep.
No,
And
no
then
surprises.
Yeah,
also Optic is now 3-0 in rankings. Thieves is 3-1.
unfortunately.
And Minnesota Rocker,
Unfortunately, fuck the Thieves.
FaZe, Boston,
Yeah.
Vegas, New York, and Seattle are all 2-1, and then Toronto, London is or Toronto and London is 1-3, and then Los Angeles Gorillas, and then Florida Gorillas is 0-3, and then Florida is 0-4. So yeah, excellent time.
No,
Yeah,
It-
Standy was the problem.
Standy was the problem. You're right.
Standy was the problem. 1
Clearly.
and 3. Oh my gosh. It's just so upsetting to see that Standy gets tossed around like this, and the Ultra thought he was the issue the whole time, and they're 1 and 3. They're getting dumped on
1 and
without
3,
him.
and Vegas is 2-1.
Yeah. So it's almost poetic, Kamsey. It's almost poetic.
It is. It really is poetic. It's that poetic justice, some would say.
Ah, yes.
Now,
It's a good song.
what a wonderful time to be a Counter-Strike fan.
Oh boy.
Especially for
Oh
a
boy.
few teams.
Life could be true.
KMZ, just saying.
Smoking on the FaZe back.
All right. I need to talk about this.
Which part of it?
So what?
Which part of it?
A lot.
Everything.
All. So pretty much the RMRs for the Blast Paris Major is happening as we speak right now, especially with Liquid and Nouns, which quick update on that. Liquid is 11-4 on Nuke and is the final map. So hopefully, Liquid doesn't fuck this up like how they usually do. More than likely they will. And if they do, I cry myself to sleep tonight. Anyways, for the RMR European A, because there's two Europeans, because there's a shitload of European teams in Counter-Strike. First, we got good old Navi and Fnatic. Honestly, you know what? I'm happy that Fnatic finally gets 3-0.
It
I
was easy.
am.
It was
Yeah.
easy. It was
Yeah.
easy. It's not fair. I'll
It-
as a Fnatic fan, it's not fair. They faced 3 tier 2 teams to make it.
Yeah.
This has one of the best systems. I was just telling Dom this the other night. Has one of the best systems out of the Swiss, but Swiss system's not it for reasons like this. You
Mhm.
shouldn't have
For who?
for Legends. You should not have Fnatic and Into the Breach as Legends. That's not how that works. There's better teams than that. And they kind of got an easy way again there because they faced teams that weren't that great.
Yeah,
They
they
were
faced
easily better.
Vapiro,
Yeah.
one win, and then B8. I want to say their names are right.
Yep.
So yes, and then also Navi literally went through Into the Breach, which is a European or no, sorry, a UK team. Falcons, and then also FaZe. Then we have the two teams that, if I'm not mistaken, actually no, I have it right here as well. So Navi and Fnatic, along with Into the Breach, where they did drop a map to Navi, but they did come back, beating Sprout, Virtus Pro because VP is back, and then B8. So Into the Breach is Legend Stage, and then also Bad News Eagles, BNE, dropped a map to 1 win, then beat Vapiro, Apex, or Apex, right? Or
It's
Yeah.
Apex. It's
yeah,
Apex.
Apex.
Yeah.
And then they also beat FaZe. They're going on to Legend Stages. The Challenger stage, we got Gamer Legion, Apex, OG, and Mouse.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, I'm happy because I have been a Jacob fan. So I'm happy that because Jacob is on Apex and also OG, it's just nice to see them in a major. I kind of wish that they would do better in majors, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I would say kind of inconsistent team. Then we got Mouse, which I'm happy about, but also upset because we get to talk about the FaZe match.
Ah.
Look, I've said that I'm a FaZe fan through and through. I am. They are now in the Challenger Stage Last Chance qualifier along with Falcons, another team that I'm super excited about because it has Kenny S, MBK, and Body, and then also B8. And then the teams that did not make it, Sprout, 1 win, which is Bloomage's team. It was nice to see him back, honestly. And then Vipiro and Saw, and then also Virtus Pro.
I'm glad to see the
Yeah.
curse.
Ooh.
The first pro curse, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Bike.
Literally.
Yeah.
They come back as under Virtus Pro, and then they fucking lose.
They got smoked.
Well,
They
they did
beat
get
Saw.
some bad end of the bracket, but
Yeah.
they should have won the first match. They
Yeah,
sh-
yeah, they
Yeah.
beat Saw.
or they should have
It-
lost.
it-
They should have won the second match.
Honestly,
Yeah, it looked sloppy. It looked very sloppy. And there's actually a lot of crap going around with this one, like not rumors, but a lot of issues going around because they actually made a substitute right before the Mouse game for Nobert, the major winner that was with them for Rio.
Yeah.
They substituted him in for Caron, and Caron, of course, sitting on the bench here. Nobert was not ready for this. He got crapped on. I'll be frank. He literally played like shit. Who can blame the guy? The guy comes out, hasn't played, probably played, before then, but wasn't playing in professional matches for
Exactly.
over 6 months. Comes back, gets annihilated. So
that guy, like,
They
I
should
feel
kept
bad,
Caron in.
but yeah. So I just want to talk about briefly the wonderful FaZe and Mao's match. Mao's beating FaZe to qualify, and FaZe being in last chance qualifier. I like FaZe. I'm a FaZe fan. KMC, just fucking say FaZe down. Just say
Phase
it.
down. Phase
Yep.
down. Phase down. Rip
Mao's
bozos.
beats,
Rip bozos.
Okay, be quiet.
They've peaked. GG's.
Mao's beats FaZe on their own map pick of Nuke, 16-8. FaZe then beats Mao's on Mao's map pick, Ancient, and then they go into overtime in Inferno, where Mao's wins 19-15. Now, we look at the entire match
This is
stats.
messed up. This is
The
messed
entire
up.
match
Dom.
stats.
I got you, Dom.
Brokey, +8. Twist, +4. Rain, neutral. Rops, +7. The Slug, Kerrigan himself, -24. Now, moving on to Mao's.
No,
I-
No.
We're not gonna jump.
No,
We're not gonna jump away from
no.
that. You jumped right
Oh,
off that
Lord.
train real fast, buddy.
Lord,
Let's talk
yeah.
about the
He's
slug
just
some
an
more.
IGL.
He's
He's
just
just
an
an
IGL.
IGL.
I
There's
will
no way
say,
you can
though,
lose when the rest of the team's doing well.
yeah.
But look at you two.
A lot of it, yes. Like -24 is fucking terrible. We all can agree. But honestly, they weren't playing like what we saw last tournament with EPL. They just weren't. And for the life of me, I wish that they did, but they didn't. But now with Mao's, Exertion played a wonderful 3 fucking maps. This man +22.
Yeah, he was
Like
the star.
that
Yeah.
guy was like, he was killing everybody left, right, motherfucking center.
Yeah.
Then we got Torsey +5, and then Frozen -4, Dexter -13, their IGL, and then which I think Dexter's the IGL if I'm not mistaken.
Dexter's the
Yeah.
Australian IGL. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
And then JDC -7, which honestly, watching JDC, especially on that Nuke game, I did not think that he would have a negative anything in the series, if I'm being honest.
So here's the thing about JDC. JDC is the player that is the impact player of the team. He's
Yeah.
not going to get you a lot. He's not going to get a lot of frags. He's going to get the frags that count. That's his goal.
And honestly, like him and Exertion on that Nuke map, because that's the one that I remember
Mhm.
fully because I was like half asleep afterwards.
Well,
Both
same
of them
with
were
FaZe.
clutching. Yeah.
Sorry.
Look, FaZe beat Mao's on
Yeah.
their map pick, so
Yeah,
fuck you. But yeah,
And
JDC
Miles beat FaZe on their Mac pick.
Yeah, I know.
You just BZ. There's no.
You
point
just look at
arguing this.
Inferno and you look at Kerrigan, 12 and 28.
So
the
here's
team
my thing,
needs you
BZ.
most.
You know,
Mhm.
most of the time I agree with your stances on IGLs.
Yeah.
But you know, as someone who has IGL, that if the rest of the team is not performing, you're the one that has to step up
Mm,
to the plate.
exactly.
I've
Yeah,
decided
Kerrigan
that
did
I'm just
not
going to
do
call
that.
myself IGL now because I put up the same stat line as Kerrigan in every game.
I hate you so much.
keep it on your
So
damn
I'm
mouth.
IGL now.
Keep it on your damn mouth.
BZ,
Anyways,
for the most part, FaZe are gonna still probably go.
yeah,
They're
100%.
gonna. They're
I
gonna
hate
run
to say it
through
because
this.
I would love to see Falcons as well,
Yeah.
but
Falcons winning that, dog.
They-
KS is
look,
coming.
look. If Falcons beat FaZe, I'm fine with it. I'm fine
Nope.
with it.
It's a Kenny Cope.
That's
a Kenny-
Cope.
It's
It's
literally a
Kenny
Kenny Cope.
and also fucking
Cope,
FaZe cope.
yeah.
Regardless, I'm coping. Regardless of anything. Now with my little tangent over with, hopefully, yeah, I was hoping that Liquid would have taken Mao's or taken nouns, but no.
So I wanted to say this earlier because you mentioned this. It has to do with Liquid. I'm off the whole EU side of things. So I know we're jumping. We
Yeah.
want to get this moving along and
Yeah.
jumping on the NA side of things or the Americas side of things. I actually don't care if Liquid loses. I'm okay with Nouns winning this because Liquid is not going to do good in the major. They're gonna get at least 1-3 immediately outside of challengers. They're not gonna make it past that. So I would rather see a nice young Nouns team go in with these four young stars in the veteran of Marquee and show up and get a win or two and maybe get out 2-3, 1-3 in the not saying
Okay.
they would, but I'd rather see
So
that personally.
you want the number 6 team to lose, so they can finally drop to where they belong. In top, I would say 16.
They deserve top 10. I still think.
No. If
I
they lose
Liquid
this, if they
sucks.
lose this, they should not be top 10.
I only pick them because I like to cope, but they suck. They just keep losing.
All right,
Yeah.
well let's put it this way. So you're saying that Virtus Pro, ENCE, and Vitality
No,
deserve to
they're
be
all
over Liquid.
they're all dropping, but Liquid's results have
Who would
been
you put above them?
terrible.
Who would you put above them? That's not already above them.
Right now, I would say ENCE and Furia. Easily.
I disagree with Furia.
Mm.
Did Furia win their game today?
I mean,
I would say Pain.
They're playing right now. It's 1-1.
if we're looking at strength of schedule,
Yeah.
why isn't Liquid already qualified?
No, I agree. I'm not saying Liquid's great, but I think that we're jumping too far.
Furia
saying they're
also
out.
did beat Liquid.
But think of it this way: they're number 6, so you're saying that's 2 teams. So you're still saying they're in the top 10. Whether the
Mouse.
teams are making it above.
Mouse,
Okay, Mouse. Who else?
Furia.
Mouse. That's 3 teams.
I kind of want to say
All the top 10.
complexity, but they kind of haven't, you know.
No.
Pain.
Pain. Yeah, Pain. Yeah, that's still top 10. That's
I don't know.
That's,
I still don't.
Still
Still don't think they belong there.
The
Movie
only
star.
reason I will say this, with how Liquid is performing right now, the only reason why they're still top 10 is because, in my opinion, they are the most recognizable NA team out there, and they play the most tournaments out of all those other NA teams. I
And
think
other
that's the only
than-
reason why.
Other than this RMRs, they have when
Yeah.
they've lost against teams that are actually good. Actually, for the most part, they lost against Furia, which is the best Brazilian team other than Pain. So
Yeah.
I really think that we're overreacting over this RMR tournament here. I think Liquid is fine.
Okay.
They just need to make some changes.
As
Hey
we're
guys,
talking,
Kamzy here.
wait.
They did lose 2-0 to Rare Atom.
Okay.
That's
As
true,
we're
but they still
talking,
make
it
finals.
was 11-4. Now it's 8-12 to now with Nouns.
They're gonna close it out.
It's also, I mean, they're now T-side nuke.
Nouns are also a very good roster.
Yeah.
They're not a bad roster at all. I would say they are as good as Complexity's roster.
Now
just-
Nouns isn't even
they-
ranked, are they?
No, they are.
No,
They're
they are.
ranked. They are, but we're not talking about ranks. Ranks don't matter at all to me. I'm talking about straight talent. I've been watching NACS for a while. I mean, I sit there and watch even the smallest little grassroots tournaments in NA.
Oh yeah, we were talking
I
about
can
this
tell
yesterday.
you-
Marky.
Yeah.
He's been doing really well.
Yeah.
And honestly, whether if Nouns beats Liquid or whatever,
They're top 50, by the way, in
yeah,
the world.
and regardless of anything, I'm pretty sure Liquid has one more chance to make it to the major.
Now, let's say it this way. No, they don't. They don't,
I think
because
this will be
if
it.
we get 5 spots, this is it. We get 5 spots. They took a
Oh,
spot away.
okay,
They took
okay.
a spot away. So here's the thing.
So you suck.
Yes, but here's the thing. Liquid, if they flank out of this, and in the next tournaments they're in, which I believe the next one they're going to be in will be Dallas.
I am Rio.
No, I don't think they made it to Rio. I'm absolutely sure they did not make it to Rio. If they did, that's crazy, but I don't remember. I don't think there's any NA teams in Rio. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, though.
I thought there was at least one.
No, I'm pretty sure we didn't have an we didn't have an NA team make it to Rio.
No, we didn't.
I wonder why.
We didn't get invited, and then on top of not getting invited, I don't even think Liquid participated because it's so close to the major. I'm pretty sure,
True.
yeah, they didn't even participate in it. It doesn't matter that. That's not the point. The point being, their next tournament is going to be in Dallas. That's going to be their next tournament. If they flank out of Dallas, Dallas is perfect because not the best teams are going to be there except for FaZe and G2 and Heroic and Cloud9. Okay, I take that back. Actually, I didn't realize Navi's not going to be there, but that doesn't matter.
No, they would have won.
Well, the point being, if Liquid fail to do anything this tournament, they get knocked out. I agree, they're outside the top 10. I will 100% confine to they need to be outside the top 10 up until that point, though. Or if they go to Blast and they get 1-3'd. If they make it out of this, they go to Blast, they get 1-3'd out of their challengers group. I'm okay with it. I can agree with you wholeheartedly on that. But I don't think at this moment in time they're outside the top 10. Maybe 10 on that list. Maybe 10. That's all I got to say. I rest my case.
So, and I'll just bring this up right now. The stats and everything. For the America RMRs. Pain and Furia both 3-0. Complexity and Fluxo both 1-3. Liquid and Nouns 2-1.
Yeah.
The Liquid and Nouns game is going on right now, and I believe Furia and Pain is going on right now.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, so then the teams that did get eliminated, Pinkea or how Penteta? Paqueta, MIBR, Vista, Flamengo, EG. We all saw it.
We all saw that coming. That
Imperial, your Team Solid, Los won, I think. And then OO Nation. OO Nation
was horrible.
Yeah, and also they had a stand-in. Taco wasn't even on there.
Yeah.
Well,
So
they did play a Liquid.
So my thing is, I think regardless of anything, if we don't see Liquid in the major, honestly,
I'm okay with it.
I'm fine with it. Straight up.
I would rather see Nouns make it. I really would.
Liquid's going up 14-8 right here.
I see that, but I want to see Nouns make it only because I think Nouns have deserved it over Liquid at this point. And I don't care if they just go just to lose. I think it'd be a great experience for them to make it to the major. But yeah. I wanted to bring this up, and actually, I'm glad you reminded me of this, BZ. We need to be worrying about, it's not who makes it. We need to be worrying about who makes it out of challengers, because if we have 3 teams make it out of challengers, we get our spot back for 6. So we need, doesn't matter Brazilians or Americans, as much as I don't mess with the Brazilians, I will unite with them on this so we can get our 6th spot back. I want our 6th spot back.
Also, just watching the Pain and Furia game before we went live tonight, fucking Furia, oh my fucking god. Fucking Art and Queserado, like, just from some rounds that I saw, absolute fucking menaces.
Oh, Art finally took it out. Okay, good.
Yeah.
He looked like a fart before that. He looked like a big fart.
Okay.
On
Furia's
Mirage,
up 14-10.
Yeah. Currently on Mirage 14-10, Art 23-14, Queserado 18-17, Uria in Safe. Uria is 17-15, and then Safe is 17-14, and then Drop 10-13.
He has not been good.
Yeah,
Drop has been
actually
really
on
bad.
Vertigo, he
I did
did
not watch
clutch
that.
up a lot of
He did? Okay.
rounds. Well, I remember like seeing at least like a few rounds that he clutched up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, again, I'm happy with whatever teams qualify. Regardless of anything, I I feel like the last major kind of put Brazil in like kind of a hot seat because of they didn't like the audience didn't show up to see the other teams or
Yep.
whatever, and we always talk about Brazilian Counter-Strike and everything, how
Yep.
I love Brazilian Counter-Strike, but after that match or after that major,
The outsiders
just-
win.
infuriated.
Yeah, the one person in the crowd.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
it was
infuriated.
yeah,
Yeah.
that to me, like they like how I see it is Counter-Strike has always been like, besides earlier Fnatic, I will say this, with JW literally shit talking NIP saying that you fucking suck from that one tournament where there's footage of somewhere. Counter-Strike has always been like somewhat respectable, like where regardless of anything, everybody shows up and it's going to be a good match regardless of anything. That's
Right.
why honestly I feel like this major is going to be good regardless of who's in there, and also let's just be frank with ourselves, it's the last major that CSGO will ever have. That's the thing. At the end of the day, the teams that don't make it have a whole new game
Yeah.
that they will be playing and everything, and they'll be fucking trying to like there's going to be new teams out there regardless of anything as well, trying to make a name for themselves. So
Right.
yeah, little rant completed. Sorry.
No, I agree with you. I think us in general though should unite with the Brazilians in this case, and hope to God that we have 3 teams make it out of
Yeah.
contenders. And I think we do. If Liquid doesn't go and Nouns goes instead, just presuming Liquid probably will go, but we have a chance of Complexity and Pain, because I'm assuming Furia might take this from this. So assuming Pain, Complexity, Fluxo, and Liquid are going to be the teams going, then I can see Liquid maybe if they can get their shit together getting out, but all the good European teams have dropped to contenders. So because of the way this schedule is, so the underdog teams have no way to go. So that being said, Liquid, it's hard for me to say. Pain's gonna make it out. Pain's gonna make it to Legends. Complexity can make it to Legends. Fluxio maybe can make it to Legends.
Honestly,
One of those,
Furia could probably as well.
well, if Furia wins this against Pain, they go Legends.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah.
That's. I'm assuming
Yeah.
Furia's gonna win and Liquid's gonna win at this point. And I could be wrong, but I'm just assuming based on scoreline currently.
As right now, Bomb just got planted on Liquid
Yeah,
and
I'm watching.
Nouns or
Yeah.
14-9.
Yep.
Marky and CJ are the only ones left, and Liquid goes up to 15. Now, mind you, it could go overtime, and just like how the ancient match did. But I have the doubt. I think Liquid will beat Nouns, and then they'll proceed. Pain also just went up another round, so it's now 14-12. I think actually about to be 13-14 right now.
Yeah. Well,
So, yeah.
that being said, we just need 3 of the 4 teams to make it to Legends. I'm pretty sure. I think it's 3 or 4 teams total within the Legend stage that are NA, and then we can get our spot back. And that's what matters the most. It doesn't matter. I don't really care who comes out. I just want to see who makes it to the major. Getting Complexity stickers is great. Liquid making it or Nouns making it's great. 2 NA teams to root for, great. But that being said, I just want us to get our spot back. That's my goal of this next major. Get our fucking spot back. Give us a spot, even if we don't get it every year and it's another Brazilian team. Give us a spot that we deserve.
It's not gonna happen.
wanna
What
see
did I
another
say? I'm
Brazilian team?
sorry.
You don't want to see the Brazilians make another team?
I was talking about America. Just saying it's not.
Do you want to see? I'm always curious. Do you want to see America succeed in CS? I'm curious.
I want to see America succeed in everything, but we just suck so bad at everything. It just doesn't even matter.
Okay.
It gets
Wait. Like League of Legends, we went like what 0-9 in Worlds.
Yeah.
No one even got a win.
No, nobody.
Then you see this. When's the last like what? Oh, we need Cloud9 to beat FaZe, and like, it just doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
2018, baby, peak Peak US.
was-
Let's go, baby.
It was peak 2018, 2019. 2019 with Liquid and everything.
of course,
Honestly, you know what? We did technically have like Liquid in 2016, where it was the quarterfinals, I think,
Yeah.
and then they were also in the grand finals against SK. I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, at Cologne in 2017.
Maybe no. No. Is it? I don't remember. I don't remember that.
At
I know.
where?
I'm pretty sure. I thought that wasn't Liquid. 'Cause I know Navi.
Epic Center, SK1,
Oh,
or
okay.
Epicenter.
That's probably what it was. Yeah, I'm not fully in remembrance of everything.
Cologne 2017, SK also won against
Yeah,
C9.
but what?
Versus C9.
Yeah, actually, it's.
Thank you, Karma.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm mistaken. Never mind. Don't mind me.
No, you were right. Cologne 2016 was against Liquid. ESL
It was
won-
2016. That's what
2016
it was.
Cologne was. I didn't remember Liquid ever making it to a semifinal, but I was way off. Yes, it was
Yeah.
ESL Cologne 2016 versus Liquid.
And
that was the- that was one of
Sydney.
the-
And Sydney.
Oh, and Sydney, yeah.
But yeah, honestly, again, I will preach to
Liquid
the
just won.
mountaintop. Yep. Yeah.
GG.
Honestly, if you guys couldn't tell, we were literally just trying to like
We're
edge
trying
it out so
you're trying
we
to,
can
yeah.
get the results in right away.
And of course, Payne it's 14-13 Furia right now.
Yeah.
Now Nouns played really well.
Yes, they
because
did.
I don't want to sit here and say, well, Liquid looked really bad or anything of that nature, because then it takes away from what Nouns has done this series. Nouns played really well. CJ, on the top for this, looks like CJ was 1539 plus 11, Cynic -5, B Wills -1, Carson -14, Marky -11, which is a little surprising because Marky is usually pretty good on that. And that's between the first two maps. That is not with the nuke update yet. So, it just updated. Sorry. As I was talking
14-14
about it.
Furia, or 14-14 Payne Furia.
Yep.
So now CJ was +3, Cynic -5, B Wheels -6, Carson -18, Marky -16. But both maps, Inferno 16-11 for Liquid, Ancient 19-16 Nouns, Nuke 16-9. I can't say this enough, but we cannot take this away from Nouns. They played phenomenal.
No,
Phenomenal
exactly.
RMRs in general. They played very well. I did not expect them to make it that far.
Oh, like usually I don't like RMRs at all. I just usually don't. But these RMRs have actually kept me interested, especially like with FaZe, Mouse, Falcons, like, and now NA, like where it's such a tight knit RMR to where, you know, Liquid has now qualified for the challenger stage, right? Is that what it is? Correct.
They just, all I know is they make it to the challenger stage.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Because Furia or Payne will make it to the Legends.
only
Honestly,
one legend spot. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of see as of right now, it is a full buy for both of them. It is 14-14 right now. Honestly, probably when we are wrapping it up, it'll, like, sorry.
Now, take it from the chat here.
Moxie caught me off guard.
Moxie in chat here. Hey, new viewer here, just tune in. That top right guy is kind of cute. I'm gonna actually say no to that. He is not.
Thank you, Moxie. Thank you.
But
Thank you. He is extremely attractive.
I mean, my top right is Camzy, and Camzy, big sexy. He's actually big.
What
sexy.
a man!
No,
Whole lot of man to love. Whole lot of man to love.
If you guys couldn't tell, again, we are just trying to edge this one out so we can just get.
All right.
It's still 14-14.
Hold up.
We're in full edge
Let's
mode.
talk about this then while we're waiting. We're waiting then. Greyhound and Mongols both made it to the major. The Mongolian team that has IHC, it's IHC. They dropped their team. Mongols is now an orgless team. But they've made it to the major for their third time in a row. Greyhound, I believe, is the third time in a row as well. They've made it. But Twisted Minds, the one with Loeb on it.
Oh,
OC
yeah.
Place.
Is that OCE?
Fourth. That is yes, that's OCE. Yes.
Yep, that's OCE org.
that-
Okay.
Yeah, Twisted Minds made it to 4th place in this case, beating out Eruption and another Australian team, Vertex, to get to that point. Lost the Rare Atom. Rare Atom we know can do damage. Unfortunately, NA fans know that a lot. But that being said, they lost the Rare Atoms, and then the Rare Atom went on to lose the Mongols, which is their name. So, but good job for Loeb. Honestly,
Yeah.
that was a team they didn't practice. They literally said they were just doing this for fun, for funsies. That's sad though. That shows a lot that the Asian region, this Asia region that they call it, horrible region in terms of skill wise. In terms of just
That's
you have
vague.
Greyhound Mongols. No, they're good players, right? They're good players, but I'm saying that if they're losing to a team that was a FPL team that picked up just for fun, no practice, nothing of that nature, versus teams like Vertex and Eruption who practice almost every day, and they lost still. That's just, to me, that's just a kick in the face.
Yeah.
At that point, I'd be pissed. I'd be
And
mad
then
if I was them.
also, real quick, the Furia Pain match is now 15-14. If it goes into overtime, we're not staying live for fucking overtime.
It is 5v4 right now. Fury does have 5 left. Skulls is dead. The top fragger right now. Who knows? Maybe get a little.
I mean,
more here.
honestly,
Only 3
both
kits
top
on the side.
players is Art with 24 and 19, and then also on Pain, Skulls 24 and 19. Honestly, I wish I could tell you what's going on right now and give a play-by-play, but since
Yuri
they're
killed
not streaming it on
Skulls.
Twitch.
Yuri killed Skulls, and we're just waiting.
All right, so it
Drop
seems
killed
like
hard.
now
Oh,
Pain is rushing to B right now.
1v1v4.
flashing out
It's
of
going
window.
out like an NA team.
and it's
There we
1v4
go.
and
Rush
it's
site.
over.
That's
Yeah.
game.
Fury is
Furia's
16-14.
Yeah.
And look at all the quits. They're already quitting. All right.
Yep,
Three.
okay.
Yep.
Good for them.
GG.
Closing notes here. Tomorrow, me and Bees we have another episode of the podcast with Frost and Karma. You guys may know Blame Frost and Bad Karma. We do have
say their names, not Frost.
I know, but we do have them on the show tomorrow. Come tune into that. Should be a fun episode. It's gonna be about Rocket League, the Rocket League Major. It did just conclude, so we are very excited for that episode. Apex, I don't even want to talk about the rounds because at this point I'm just like wait till the major because that's only it's only in May, so we got a little bit
Yeah. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it. In May.
Yep. And then also just closing notes. Happy birthday to my mom on the 15th and my uncle. Hi. And then it's my birthday on the 14th.
On the 14th. So
yeah.
We will have,
Don't say happy birthday to him.
Oh no, don't sing it, please.
I regret saying happy birthday. They also happy Easter as well.
Yes, happy Easter.
He is risen.
Thank you, Moxie.
Can't wait for our split gate scrims, BZ. I swear to God. I swear, I miss that. I miss split gate.
Shitgate.
That's a shitty game.
That was a fun game.
Anything chat want to say? Anything they want us to go over? If so,
speak now or forever hold your peace.
Okay.
Make sure you practice them portals. That was a weak point for you. Yeah, it was. It was E2. Yeah, you don't need to keep.
I hate the portal system in that game. Just saying, too many.
E2 was a menace in there.
It needs to be like. Do you have a cooldown on that?
E2 was also a lot of things in a lot of esports.
I was gonna say another update about Counter-Strike stuff. Still none of us have a CS2 key, but
they're not giving out CS2 keys anymore. They're just
Anomaly got it. Anomaly got it.
But that's different.
Like yesterday or 2 days ago.
I have Rocket League news.
Oh, I got it.
No. Don't say the winners of anything. Don't.
Torment retired.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of news, but it's fine.
He got dropped, and then he's like, "It's time for me to hang it up."
That's not really what happened, but okay.
No, that's kind of what happened.
No,
that's literally what he said in his tweet locker.
It's not because he got dropped. It's because he's just the grandpa age.
Well, yeah, but
grandpa age in Rocket League is like 22. After that, you're a grandfather. Doesn't matter. If you're
I'm just getting
16,
made fun of
you're
in this
new.
Chat. This is...
Yay, you're
Dude, I'm
a
getting made
dad.
fun. I'm getting bullied in Twitch chat. And I'm getting bullied in this call.
What do you
like-
mean? Moxie called you sexy. Moxie's complimenting you. You know, I don't really understand. Like,
To be fair, I agreed that you were sexy as well. So
Yeah.
I just said
and
you're
then
just shit at esports.
well, it's mainly fucking E2 saying all that shit.
yeah.
Thank you,
I don't,
Vince.
I
Thank
don't know any E2.
Jesus,
Who's
man.
E2? I just know Fruity Tooty Squink. I don't know E2. You elaborate on who that is?
E2 Cloud 80.
Oopsies.
Ah,
Anyways, I
Go ahead
think
and dox
honestly
them.
we've dragged this on
uh-huh.
for
Thank
far
you guys.
way too long.
Thank you guys so much
Thank
for
you
tuning
so
in.
much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Shout out to Karma, Moxie, Willie, R2, Vets. You're still in chat. I'm not saying that full name. Thank you, Cloud. You know who you are.
Mr.
Thank you,
Swink.
Willie. Yep.
Mr. Swink.
Oh man.
It's quick.
Oh
Yes, man.
Jesus! Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a good rest of your day, night, wherever you are. Thank you for tuning in.
Also, real quick, for the episode tomorrow, my bad. It is starting at 7 p.m. EST, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, and 4 p.m.
Bryce,
Central
remember this stuff.
Pacific Time.
Never mind. He flubbed it. All right. He
Jesus.
flubbed it.
7 Eastern. You know your time zone. You know it.
Yeah.
Leave us alone, okay?
Flubbed it.
Don't mind him. He can't really do math so well. Don't worry about him. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys have a great rest of your days.
Bye.
Bye.
Squeak.
We're gonna lose our Counter Strike match.
It's
We're not gonna lose.